Hi guys, it's Brandy and I am back on. This video is something that was requested by one of my subscribers and I'm happy to do it for her. These are 10, I think I have 10 or 8. No, I have 10 tips for how I've been able to retain the length of my hair while transitioning. As some of you may already know, I have been transitioning for like about 9 months now. So it's been a journey. It's been some ups, some downs, and it's just taken me a really long time to get down a regimen and different things to make my hair thrive like I know it can. And you know, it's a day-by-day process, something you can't rush. Patience is like the #1 thing that transitioners need to have before deciding to transition. Now the very first tip is low manipulation styles. This right here to me is considered a low manipulation hairstyle. It's a straw set that I just did today. I tend to do bunning, also flexi rods are something that I'm really big on. I don't straighten my hair often, but since it's been wintertime, I have straightened it a bit more than I would in the summertime, just because in the summertime where I am, which is DC, it's really hot here. In the summertime, I just pretty much rock buns and, you know, cute little updos. But in the wintertime, I've tried to protect my ends a lot. I'm not really one of those women who like to wear buns every single day. So flexi rods and like sets similar to this have worked really great for me. They last like, flexi rod sets will last me probably like 2 weeks. This would probably last like a week. And I just keep rotating them. Yes, these types of styles do take a while, but I've gotten into, you know, like a process where it's easier for me and I don't focus on it as much. I love doing my hair, so when it's time for me to do that, I'm pumped. I know it's going to be a day filled with hair, or at least half of my day is going to be filled with me doing my hair, which is okay. So moving on, the second tip is deep conditioning every single week. I cannot stress this enough. Deep conditioning is so beneficial to your hair. It definitely puts the moisture back in. I'm one of the proponents who say that you should deep condition your hair every single week, whether it's the summertime or the wintertime. I feel like there are harsh things within the environment. In the wintertime, it's the cold, it's the wind. In the summertime, you have the sun that's just draining your hair of all of its moisture. So whether it be a protein deep conditioner or a moisturizing deep conditioner, it needs to be done, and that's something that's very important. Every week, if you're not able to do that and you don't wash your hair every single week and you go, you know, like 2 weeks, then definitely do it once every 2 weeks. Just whenever it is that you shampoo your hair or wash your hair, you should also be following up with a deep conditioner. Second tip, I have my little notes here, so that's what I'm looking down at. The second tip is making sure that you shampoo your hair. I know there are tons of lovely ladies out there who subscribe to the curly girl method. If you're transitioning, you really can't follow that because you still are getting through the process and your hair is still holding on to all these chemicals, products that we're using, because I know I'm definitely a person who I definitely use a lot of products. I'm a product junkie, I will say that. So if I'm doing that, I need to be cleansing my scalp just so it can breathe. Your scalp is where your growth comes from. So if your scalp is you have tons of buildup on it, you have flakes and all these different things, you just need to clarify your hair. So I tend to shampoo or clarify my hair once a month, and then I also the next week will probably follow up with a moisturizing shampoo for the next 2 weeks, and then maybe co-wash during the week, like whenever it is I feel like my hair isn't having a ton of buildup on it and I just want to do another style, whatever it may be. But I don't like exclusively co-wash, and when I co-wash, I use a cleansing conditioner also, and I feel that's very important because lots of women use conditioners and that's all well and good, but I'm just a person who feels like a conditioner is not really cleansing my hair like I need it to be cleansed. The next is trim your ends at least twice a year, and it depends. When I was relaxed, I would get my ends trimmed every single time that I would get a perm, and that might have been like 3 times a year or 2 times a year. Now transitioning, you're not going to see a lot of growth. I am going to be a long-term transitioner, and I'm not sure when I'm going to end my transitioning and just do the big chop, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. My hair is like half natural, half perm still. So for me, I don't do trimming myself because I know it would be a hot mess. I'm not a stylist. I don't know how to do that. So I definitely go to someone to get my hair trimmed. Now, I don't personally like going to the hair salon because I really don't feel like they treat my hair the way that I do now. And I didn't see that before deciding to transition. I was just like, oh yeah, you know, go ahead and blow dry my hair and don't put a heat protectant on it. Go ahead and flat iron the crap out of it. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. As long as I walk out the salon banging, I'm cool with it. Now I'm not. Like, no, you need to put a heat protectant on my hair. You need to deep condition my hair. And don't be trying to pull my hair out when you're detangling it, or I will take the comb and do it myself. That's how I feel about it. Okay, the fifth tip is sleep with a satin bonnet or sleep on a satin or silk pillowcase. This is very important. It's something that I always did even when I was relaxed, and even though like I use the both of them, I'm just a person who is hot during the night, so I always had a satin or silk pillowcase because it's so much cooler to your face than a cotton. But now I definitely have to have a satin pillowcase because if I'm like pineappling this hairstyle at night, I need my ends to be protected. The sixth tip is something that I do, and I apply coconut or Jamaican black castor oil to my ends every night or every other night. Like with this particular style, it's something that I can definitely oil my hair every single night if I wanted to, and it's not going to get weighed down. As opposed to if my hair was straight, then I definitely probably wouldn't do that. I'd do it every other night, putting coconut oil on the ends of my hair and maybe some Jamaican black castor oil throughout my roots. And I just feel like Jamaican black castor oil, a lot of people may already know that it's something that individuals are saying it stimulates hair growth. I don't know if that's been like the reason for my hair growing now, but I continue to use it because I feel like it does help my scalp. I used to have really dry scalp, and I don't know if it was from the sulfate shampoos that I was using or what, but since I've been using the Jamaican black castor oil and shampooing with sulfate free shampoos, my scalp has it's made a world of difference. The next one is co-washing my hair when needed. I'm not a big person of washing my hair during the middle of the week unless, you know, I have a lot of free time on my hands, which I'm a law student, so I really kind of don't. But sometimes I make time. So co-washing, I'm sure most of you know this, is just washing your hair with like a cleansing conditioner, or some ladies like to use just a regular rinse out cheapy conditioner. Most of the time when I co-wash with the cleansing conditioner, I usually follow up with like another conditioner as well. And co-washing is something that you do, and it's just replenishing the moisture in your hair, and it's also it's stripping it of some of the dirt and grime that's on it, but it's not taking it all away. So don't think that you can replace shampoo in your hair with just co-washing all the time, especially if you're using products that are like silicone based, serums, different things like that. That's definitely not going to cleanse your hair with just a conditioner. Next tip is detangling my hair only when I'm in the shower and with conditioner, or either outside of the shower with my coconut oil. Normally, I keep coming back to this style because this is what I rock most of the time. Normally when I've worn this for like a week and it's time for me to wash my hair again, I will not step in the shower with my hair like this because that will be a hot mess, super tangled, especially in the back where it's been rubbing against my scarves and everything else. So what I'll do is just saturate 4 sections of my hair with coconut oil, like tons and tons of coconut oil from my scalp to the temples, everywhere. And then I will go through and slowly with my comb and detangle each section, then twist it up and go to the next. That is the only time outside of the shower that I will detangle my hair is with coconut oil. The next time, once I get into the shower, I only detangle my hair with conditioner in it, and it's like sopping wet. 9. stay away from products that are harsh or not good for your hair. Products that are ingredients, I mean, and those that I'm talking about are petroleum, mineral oil, sulfates, what else is on my list? Parabens, all types of things, which most companies who have product lines now are geared toward natural women. And if you're transitioning, I feel like you just need to see what products will work for you with those natural lines. Like, everything's not going to work for us just because our hair isn't fully natural yet. Shampoos, conditioners, things like that, they definitely will work for us. I really try to stay away from parabens, sulfates, mineral oils, especially because they just clog up the hair shaft, they clog up your scalp, and it definitely prevents growth, as well as petroleum. My last tip, tip number 10, is basically to create a regimen, a hair regimen, and then stick to it. I know with me being a product junkie, and I'm getting products and I review them for naturallycurly.com, and that's pretty much like once a month or twice a month. I definitely have to make sure that I have my regimen set, because if you're trying out products all the time and you're putting something new in your hair, then it's definitely not, I guess, recognizing or benefiting from it if you don't already have a set regimen that you use those other 3 weeks of the month. My hair has benefited so much from keeping a consistent regimen, even those, you know, 1 week out of the month when I try out a new product. And that's another thing also. I don't put every single thing in my hair when I receive it from someone or from naturallycurly.com. Like, there are some things that I just won't do, and I won't damage my hair that type of way. Stay tuned, or stay looking out for my video of my updated regimen for 2013. And until then, ladies, I'll see you later. Bye.